Oh boy. Well, I didn't expect that. We're getting attacked by 1200. I don't want the garrison to join in, so we're going to leave so that I mean, we're going to fight it no matter what, but at least we don't have to fight it. Maybe not actually. Can we get away? I don't think we can get away. We're disorganized for quite a while still. Yeah, they're going to catch. It's fine. As long as we're not fighting this and the garrison, I think that's better. If we're fighting with the garrison as well, it'd be another, what, 900 on top of it? So it'd be 2,000 versus 700, which we might still win, but obviously we would take a lot heavier losses. I'd rather fight these guys separately and then go back to besieging. Okay, what do they got? It's almost all infantry. Yeah, it said something like 800 or 900 infantry, and then just a handful of archers and other stuff, so gotta be a little careful here. I think this might be a good opportunity to use the square, and then try to let our archers get some decent flanking fire on anything that attacks the square. But, yeah, either way, we gotta get in there and fight it. And we do have some options here. There's a little bit of a hill we can get our archers on, which I think is probably a good idea. I think something like this would be okay. We'll get those archers spread out pretty wide, and then we can get our main square can be somewhere like that. So looking at their forces, they've got 2 sets of cav. Can we back up a little further? Because I'd like to get in these trees if we can. Yeah, kind of. This is close to the edge of the map, so we'll back up a little bit, and then we need to get our square. Let's get them moving a little faster because they are right on us. Holy smokes. Alright, get back here quick. Okay, they're pulling back. That's fine. That'll give us a chance to go square. And here we go. They don't have a whole lot of range to contest us, so more a matter of just getting these guys out of here. Here we go. So all their shock troops are pretty much dead. They rushed them first for some reason. AI issues. Here we go. They are not taking any damage at all. Wow. We're aiming low, trying to hit him in the legs. Oh, there's a banner bearer right there. Can we take him out? There we go. Elite cataphract. Right, they're all over our front line, so we got to be extra careful here. We can't afford to go down. This is a multi-stage. We're going to have probably 1 or 2 waves of reinforcements. So we got to... Dude, what are we getting hit by? We got to be extra careful here. Dude, where are these guys coming from? Alright, so we're actually not... I thought we were taking out their cav when they came back. We're actually not. They're very well armored. Oh, that's not friendly. Keep an eye behind us again for these cav. How are we doing? Yeah, they are getting kills, but we're doing fine. It's just a matter of how much damage we're going to end up taking. We got to try and minimize it. Yeah, first wave's always going to be the scariest. Chopping them down. There we go. Once they hit the sides, that's when they are kind of lost. Dude, what? Ouch. Alright, that's... Even... Wow, okay. Even backing up, we're getting stomped. Alright, here we go. They're retreating. They're going to go ahead and reform. Nope, they're coming back again. Oh, they're rushing our archers. Alright, well, can't allow that, so let's hit these guys a little bit. Oh, man. Yeah, we don't want to get hit by that two-hander. Or that one. Alright, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, wow, yeah, we just got hit bad. There we go. Alright, we probably need to chill back here. Our front line survived. Just go ahead and charge. I think we have a handful of people. No, it's actually archers that we were dealing with. Alright, let's go shield wall. I think the square was good for the cav, not so good for this other stuff, so let's get back into our formation here. Yeah, they have a lot of archers now. How many do we have? Still 250, so we're okay. Go. Yeah, we don't have anything in our back lines anymore, so that's good. Oh, they're running, they're running. Alright, go get them. Do not let them off the field. They might turn and re-engage, so we have to be careful still. Here we go. That was a noble. Chase down as many of these guys as we can. Alright, they still have a lot of troops here, but I don't think we're going to be able to do much. Yeah, they're all the way gone now. Alright, I'm going to clean up. Okay, so damage. We lost 38. Most of it frontline. Yeah, not a whole lot of our ranged troops took damage. And especially not the Fian champions. There's a lot of non-Fian line losses, so pretty good there. Only 540 kills though. They have a lot of troops. Yeah, that was, what, 1,200? So let's take everybody prisoner. Yeah, we only got 2. Let's see what our companions got out of that. Alright, I don't really feel like sieging this down again. I feel like we might need to go back and heal. Although, we still have 700 troops. It's not like we lost that much. I don't know. Let's at least drop off some of these nobles. Let's go to Uthalim. Drop them off. That'll give us a chance to heal up. And then we'll come back and try it again. So we got 2. And then there's already a bunch in here. We're the first ones to fight, so these all came from our companions. We took in 9 nobles from that. Very, very successful, I would say. The trade agreement, this time with the Western Empire. Like I said, I don't really know what those do. Okay, there we go. They did end up taking Ustakol, so hopefully they come back with that gigantic army and help out over here. I mean, we pretty much wiped Sturgeon's defense off, at least for now. I don't know, maybe they'll form another army, but they don't have any nobles. They're gonna have to pull some out of their garrison. Should be able to capture some more here. No, they're too fast. All right, anyways, let's get back up there and see where that army is gonna go, and we'll try and help out. And it looks like if you camp outside their towns, they kind of, if they really want to get in, they'll just ignore the danger and go. So that's probably exploitable. So I'm gonna try it for a little bit. Let me wipe these guys out real quick, and we'll see how many people we can capture just doing this. All right, here we go. Let's see what they do. So I'm gonna move a little closer. Yeah, see, like this guy wants to come in. Oh, they're not going in now. That one did definitely, like, just went straight in. They're all scared now, vibrating with fear. So there should be another army that formed. Yeah, Caladog. So hopefully it comes up, takes these 2. I don't know, maybe it'll take just 1, but no, not again, dude. They're already trying to do peace. We literally have them dead to rights. They have nothing else. They've got, even their king, like their king's right here. He can't even form an army. We should at least take these, and probably should try to take some of those, but at least on this peninsula, because these are pretty safe. What are you guys doing, man? Let's go besiege. Yeah, we can't do anything about it. Maybe, I don't know if that affects the war score or whatever, the cost of doing it. Can we downvote it? Oh, we can't participate because we're in a siege. We can oppose, but it's not enough. Yeah, they're gonna do it anyways. That's so stupid. I mean, we took a fief for free, I guess, but definitely not a good idea. We should have, yeah, we should have continued that war. There's no reason to sue for peace right there. We have no other enemies. Anyways. Okay, let's get back to farming. We'll try and level up. We need to get 1 more. Yeah, we're almost to level 28. We'll put that point into social. That'll give us enough to get up to 250, and then we're pretty much good. We can abandon the kingdom if we want and just take our fiefs and then start cleaning everybody up. All right, there we go. We just rolled over to level 28. We can put another point into social, and we're putting points down here into bosun and shipmaster. Don't really know which one's more important, and I don't think there's any need to do bow anymore or polearm. So yeah, everything up here is pretty much maxed. Tactics, I don't think we're going to auto-resolve much, and we don't really need the loot from roguery. So yeah, I think this is pretty much where we'll put our points. Which one's more important? Probably bosun's a little easier to level up because we just repair ships. So there we go. We should be on track now to hit 250. We just need a little more time. Ooh, finally. I've been looking all over the place. So here's a bitter draft. We're taking him right away. All right, let's check out his stats. So Merovic, the bitter draft, and he is, looks like Empire. Probably not going to use him as a governor. Level 16 with 4 intelligence. It's not bad, actually. We'll probably have him lead his own party, maybe. We also need an engineer. So we could have him do that for us, but I feel like this guy might actually be better as a party leader. Yeah, maybe we'll have him do that. We'll leave him as maybe the party engineer for now. Actually, what is our other surgeon doing? So surgeon, Willow Bark, 5 intelligence, but we already put points into other stuff that kind of makes it so she wouldn't really be that great at that. So yeah, why don't we do that for now? So I'm gonna assign him. So Mirovic, we need to get him outfitted. As always, he'll be on foot. He will have a bow and arrow. What is his skill with a bow anyways? 46, not very good. What about crossbow? 54. It's the same, yeah. A single point into both. So either one would be fine. We'll probably just keep everything at bow right now. Yeah, we'll spend a little bit of money, make sure he's got some decent gear. So 24k worth of stuff. Don't ever call me cheap. So we're good on that. We have room, right? Yeah, we have room for him. And then yeah, back to checking on the towns. Oxhall was fine. This one looks like it's okay. We need to do the Mason again, but we should be good. Actually, why don't we put this at priority number 1, because the faster this gets done, the more bonus to the construction speed we can get, and it'll help build everything else a little faster. Probably need to put a little more cash in here as well, as we do have the fortifications queued up, so that one's good. And then yeah, I'm going to get back to grinding now. We're also going to take Elena the Black. She's not very good, but we need somebody to run another party for us, because that's going to be coming up fairly soon. We're already just about to hit 225, so 250 be right around the corner. Got our other new companion outfitted nicely. It's another 30k there. We've been working on unlocking two-handed weapon parts. You can see it's still going on. We're going to take Vigor so that we can guarantee the 250. Although we might need another point even. Yeah, we might need actually 5 points. So maybe one more level we'll put a point into that so we can make sure we get Impale. But that'll help. We just finished upgrading our shipyard. We can't max it out anymore. Let's go see if there's anything different at the port, or if maybe we need some time. Maybe we need a little bit of time to pass, but let's see. So far, I don't see any large ships. There's a bunch of mediums, no large ships, and the smithing unlocks are just completely blocking me. Yeah, I think it needs time to build up, but it's good to know that we have it at least. And can we get upgrades at least? I think that might need time as well, because these don't seem to be coming in. So we'll see. I'll figure it out, and then I will let you know. But back to farming. All right, looks like it worked after, I think it was 1 or 2 days waiting, but not long at all. So we can buy some round ships. Let's go ahead and buy both of these. And then we're going to go into our ships and sell... We'll sell the trade cogs. Trade cog. What's the difference anyways? Oh, the cogs actually... It's got more crew capacity, but less cargo capacity. Either way, doesn't matter. Getting rid of them. We've got 6 round ships, so I don't know if that's enough. It's 129 capacity, 114 capacity, so about one, yeah, so this will be about 600, 700, something like that. So let's see what that looks like. So if we go out on the water, yeah, we're fine. We just have over fleet size, but we can fix that. Yeah, we can fix that pretty easily. Right, there we go. So you can give ships to people if you go into their chat here. So talk to party leader, let me inspect your ship. Let me inspect your ship, and then over here, you can click on any of these and then give it to them. So that's, and then you can take their ship as well. So you can kind of shift ships around by doing that. But everybody has a heavy ship. I think everybody needs at least 2 heavy ships to be able to fit, or maybe we'll just do 1 heavy, 1 medium with a bunch of cargo capacity or something. But either way, we still have a little bit of over fleet size malice, so minus 0.28, but it's not that bad. Actually, it didn't seem to really give us any problems when we took all their ships, so yeah, I'm a little curious about that. I guess the ships work for them even if it's not in their inventory, and we don't get a malice for theirs. I have to mess with that a little bit more, but anyways, we're in pretty good shape here, so if we need to move on the seas, we can move pretty quickly. I'm also going to pick up Litka, the Accursed. She's not very good. But I'd rather have somebody ready to go. I don't know what we'll need them for. And then, yeah, I guess we could use a governor, but she's not even the right culture, so I don't know. We'll probably end up firing her at some point, but that's all right. We'll keep her for now. And we'll get her a decent set of gear for now. Like I said, if we hire somebody else, we'll just strip all this, put it on the new person. And I think it's about time. We've been farming a bit too much. We made decent progress. We're at 175 smithing and just about 225 leadership, but it's time for war. So let's try and take a little bit more land. I'm also debating if we should just leave Kingdom and do our own thing, because right now we're not able to keep this stuff. We're taking it for somebody else, which is not really all that helpful. But I think what we could do is we could do some shenanigans once we get a lot of influence saved up. Take a bunch of fiefs, kick them to the curb, we'll leave with all our stuff. Yeah, we could do something like that, actually. That's not a bad idea. I don't know. We've got time. I don't really want to do the own kingdom until we can get leadership 250. Once we have that, then I'll feel much better about doing it. But either way, let's go ahead and declare war on Vlandia. Everybody supports it. And we'll start off by taking this castle right next to our fief. I don't want anybody in our back lines, so we'll clean this up. So Turby Castle, besiege it. Actually, you know, this is probably a bad idea. Let me back out. They're raiding the crap out of our stuff, and I'm pretty sure they're going to siege one of ours down. We need to take out their army once or twice first, and then we need to siege something down. I think that was kind of a mistake, but that's all right. Yeah, look at that. They're swarming us. So there's 1,200. Oh, these guys are going to go take it for us. Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with that. Let's try to stop them from raiding everything. Oh, are they not going to keep going? We'll pick off what we can. This guy's a sitting duck. No, he's faster than us, even though he's slowed down. All right. What are they going to siege down? Berksend is being sieged. Let's go see. Actually, we can see it if we just look. 500 troops. That's something we can handle pretty easily. And it looks like they're taking Kalius Castle, which is fine. That's probably not my first target, but it's not bad. All right, here we go. These guys have, it's Durthert. They've got 209 ranged, 28, 9. So they're pretty heavy in the range. These other guys have a lot of cav, but Durthert's spamming range units for some reason. 134 Nalta, which are good on water, not as good on land. So I think we've got the upper hand here. We definitely have more troops. Here we go. We're moving up to where they can get shots off. Let's get our shield wall moved up so we can distract them. Yeah, let's not take shots on our archer line if we don't have to. Why is this thing tripping out, dude? I'm trying to tell them where to go, but they're like not listening. Here we go. Get our archers moved up a little bit better because there's a lot of guys over there that are not getting shots off. And we should be able to dominate these guys in the ranged. So they have 191 versus our 425. But I feel like our 425 is still better than what they have. Keep scooting up until we actually get decent kills. Because right now, I don't know what... Are they in square formation? No, they're not. Alright, now we're getting kills. Yeah, it's starting to pile up now. They're trying to skirmish with us, but they have their archers in the front, so... Not ideal. Yeah, I don't see too many arrows coming back over our shield wall. They're mostly targeting our shield wall. Now here comes the cav, though. It's 116. They are going to line up for a quick charge from the front, so let's get ready for it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, they're stuck on our shield wall. They didn't even charge, they just walked up. That was kind of dumb. Let's take as many cav out here as we can. Good, before we can even get a shot off. Here we go. So that looks good. We got archer, or melee coming in next. Alright, I'm just like killing my own people here. I don't know why. Yeah, these guys have crazy armor, man. We only took 50 damage from that from point blank. Alright, we just killed our own archer. God damn it, man. So annoyed. I can't hit anything and we're killing our own people. But on the bright side, it doesn't look like we're taking too many casualties. So I guess it's not terrible. We do need a better weapon, though. This thing is... Well, the javelins... Actually, we can craft javelins. I don't know why I haven't so far. Should definitely do that. We have, I think, javelins maxed out. Here we go. Man, that's a lot of archer fire. It's perfect. Yeah, we need more reach to be able to hit these guys. There we go. 2 cav kills. Now they still have a lot of archers back there. 116, so we still have to be careful here. I think these are reinforcements, though. I see a bunch of peasants coming in now. start clearing out the front now. They're definitely losing their archers. They're down to 69. What's this guy doing? There we go. Alright, they're down to 48. Let's clean these guys up and we'll start pushing them with our melee. Let's go get them. Perfect. And actually, let's do the engage command so that they can hold their formation. I don't want them splitting up. We'll peel off over here and start working on these stragglers on the side. Perfect. And give our archers the charge command as well. How are we doing? 19. We got... we're starting to lose some people here. Alright, actually spread out and hit everybody, because we're getting flanked now. They have some... Why do they have random archers up here? Like, all the way up here on their own. Very odd behavior. But yeah, that's it. We got them. We lost 22, which I think is pretty reasonable. Most of that was in our front line. Yeah, Oathsworn. Did we lose any Fiends? Not really. Yeah, we lost a Fiend champ. But these other ones are non-Fiends. So overall, we pretty much preserved what we wanted to preserve. And how many prisoners are we getting? Just the one. We just got a really good banner. Pike Wall. This is increased melee damage against matter troops plus 30%, which will come in handy because we do go up against a lot of cav, and we kind of struggled to take them down there. Actually, it was a little bit sketchy there for a bit, but that's all right. With that, I think that should make a pretty big difference. 30% is a lot, because we had a banner that was giving us 10% against everybody, but we don't really need 10% against everybody. I guess it would help when the infantry lines meet, but we're playing more defensive than offensive, so I don't mind that. All right, let's drop prisoners off here. Only 3. I thought there was more than that. What happened? We did hit leadership 225. We'll take the archer shared experience. I don't care about morale. It's kind of pointless. All right, looks like Calradia is finally assaulting Kalius, and it should fall any minute now. We are getting attacked by Gyarios of the Western Empire. Is that one of the ones that we can attack? No. They're here in the south, so they will probably leave our personal stuff alone, but Calradia is going to have to worry about it. But yeah, we're going to continue to focus up here. All right, there goes. They just took Kalius. That army got chewed up pretty bad. They still have 18, almost 1,900 troops, but a lot of wounded, so hopefully they're still around. All right, there's an army back here. What are they doing back here? 535. Looks like they might be able to get away.
Stop.
No, they turned and fought. Right, they thought they could win, right? No? I don't know why we caught them. They were faster than us. 2.4 versus 2.7. They turned for some reason, but I'm not complaining. We'll definitely take it. So we're pretty far in the lead. I'll probably edit this out, but let me see if it's a decent fight or not. All right, they've got 147 archers to our... What? How many do we have in here? 417, so... Like I said, it should be a pretty good stomp, but this is kind of a cool looking battlefield, the way we're positioning. So we've got a little lump here we can put our shield wall on. That should mostly protect us against archers. Don't think they'll be able to get an angle on us. We don't seem to get an angle on them from here though, so we'll probably have to abandon that. They do have a lot of cav, so it'll be interesting to see how we navigate that, but I guess let's move up then. There we go. Alright, a lot more shots going their way. And yeah, they're taking heavy losses now. Okay, they're coming off their line now. They got their shield wall in front. Yeah, that's very interesting. The cav are actually reasonably effective as a shield wall. I mean, we're still getting kills, but I don't see a whole lot of cav going down. You'd think they would take hits to the legs and stuff and eventually go down. So maybe if we let them get a few more shots off, it'll start working its way in to some kills. But yeah, I don't see too many random horses roaming around. I don't think we got that many kills. Alright, here we go. Alright, their infantry are here. Here come the cav. Yeah, once they get stuck in there, they're pretty screwed. Doesn't seem like they can do much. That's a noble, Barton. Alright, they've got a lot. Yeah, look at how many of their shield walls just stuck here. So, and you can see we're getting flanking shots on them. Wonder what happens. What if we move? What if we shift our line to help? So, like, obviously in the beginning when there's cav, we just need to chill and deal with the cav, and then once the cav are gone, we could probably rotate a bit. Alright, so I'm gonna try to shift these guys around a little bit, or maybe get like a second group. No, it's fine. I just line charge these guys and they'll smoke them. Yeah, there they go, they just swallowed them. So that's fine. We'll go back into the shield wall. And then arrows can go charge on those guys down there. Do some of these guys have ammo, or are they out completely? It looks like the crossbowmen are out. That's one of the big reasons why I don't like using them. Yeah, his little pouch is empty. They only have 20 shots total. Not ideal. So they have good range, they pack a punch, but they run out of ammo very fast. So I don't know. Gotta rethink that. Maybe we'll just keep replacing them with Fiends as we can. Okay, easy win, 4 losses. So I think what we'll do is when this generation of crossbowmen die off, we won't replace them. I think we'll just keep it. And also, the pikes, let's just do regular melee damage, it's fine. We don't seem to be struggling against cav. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like most of the kills against cav come from the archers. I caught this bastard, he was raiding our village, so let's wipe him out. Throw him in jail for a while. Alright, there we go, we'll deposit him real quick. And we already got a couple people in here. Oh no, Corinne! She must have married somebody then. Yeah, she's Batanian. I was gonna say, very, very strange. That's Caldog's daughter. She's an enemy. Good thing we didn't marry her. We hit 275 one-handed, so that should make a pretty big difference. Although, it'll be a big difference when we get better equipment as well. And then we caught another bastard trying to raid. Let's wipe him out. Looks like Caldog went south to deal with the southern, or whatever it was, this west? Southern? Western Empire. So we're kind of left fending for ourselves up here. Might not be a bad idea to try and take Provend. Still raiding us, and we can't do anything about it. All right, here comes an army. Actually, we need to defend Kalius. Yep. Otherwise, that's gonna fall. All right, there's hardly any defenders in there. All right, let's get them off this castle. I'm not sure who is this. The garrison or something? There's somebody that's just charging straight in. Yeah, it's the garrison. All right, so the AI is in control of that. We don't get control of them, unfortunately. They're just gonna run in and get slaughtered. But at least it'll distract them, it'll get their cav, hopefully get their cav off their defensive line, and then we can push up here. So let's see, yeah, they're already getting killed. Let's go ahead and get our units up. Shield wall up there, archers can chill a little bit further back. Perfect. Move around just a little bit more, actually, I think. Yeah, we can get a little closer, so their archers can move up just a little bit so that they're not stuck behind this little hill. And then we should be good.
Shields up! Archers!
Yep, that looks good. Wow, that's a lot of arrows. Okay, so our buddy's gonna sacrifice himself for the greater good, though. We're getting a ton of flanking shots on him because they're going in to try and fight them. And it's just not working out. We gotta get in here and help defend. These guys are having trouble on the side. Nope, they're backing out. These guys are so strong. Even point blank, some of them are surviving these javelin shots. Okay, let's who I meant to hit. We're getting bullied a little bit here. Let's back out. Can't really get a shot off. They keep interrupting me. Let's come over to this side, maybe. There we go. Now we do have 275, so that should be making a bit of a difference. This guy's off the line. Alright, perfect. They still have 147, no, 214. Do they have reinforcements? They didn't have that many a few minutes ago. So they must have gotten a reinforcement wave. We gotta hold steady. Archers have about half of their ammo left, so I'm sure the crossbowmen are out. We're just relying on the fiends. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this is all low tier crap, garbage. Just getting these guys out of here. They're gonna, I was gonna say, they should be breaking pretty soon. And then we gotta worry about dealing with those guys in the back. Alright, here we go. Made our way to the front. Let's clean it out. And then we'll move up, start dealing with those archers. Yeah, they still kind of run past me to get to the shield wall, which is not really what they're supposed to be doing. There we go. Alright, let's creep our way up and then move our archers up as well. Here we go. Let's push. There you go. They're down to 68, so yeah, our archers are still picking them off pretty good. Yeah, they're... I don't know if they're running out of ammo, but they are putting their ranged weapon away and just charging at us. So, brave but stupid. Alright, let's just charge everybody in. Finish them off. There we go. Dealt with that. We took 41 deaths, 70 losses, but only 41 of those are deaths. And almost all of it's the garrison anyways. We had no control over that. And then we lost a couple of our front lines. Not a big deal. We got 86 kills. There we go.